Welcome, everybody, to the Hounds podcast. In this episode, we are joined by a good friend of mine, Mr. Dustin Morris, as more people know him as Demo. He is the owner and operator of Pooles Foxhound Training Preserve. I'm sure if you've listened to any episodes that I've done on here, you've definitely heard us talking about Pooles. It's one of my favorite pens to go to. It's definitely a blessing to have close enough to be able to go to as much as we do. And they definitely are a big impact on the sport. As well as Dustin and his whole family. So we get to sit down and talk with him about the pen, about kind of his upbringing in the sport, and then, of course, about the legend, Mr. Billy Poole himself. So y'all be sure to sit down and strap in for this episode. I hope everybody had a great opening week, especially up here in Virginia. I know a lot of the other states have some opening weekends coming up soon. And then, of course, you've got some other lucky states that are a little further down south that have been hunting for a little while. South Carolina. But anyway, I hope everybody had some luck. I am going to try to record as far as some video stuff here in the next couple weeks. We are doing a veterans hunt this weekend with the Fallen Outdoors. If y'all have not seen or heard about this business, you need to look them up. It's the Fallen Outdoors. They take wounded and retired vets out and help them get out into hunting, fishing, outdoor stuff. We've done a couple hunts with them in the past, and we're picking it back up this year and decided to get these guys down on a doe day. So we'll try to do some recording. I did not record opening day. I wanted to enjoy it. Recording and doing a lot of filming and stuff like that really does kind of take away from everything, and I just wanted to enjoy it this time. So after the rest of the season, I'm going to try to do my best to record as much as I can. We got the GoPro ready, going to have a barrel cam ready, and all that kind of good stuff. So, but guys, let's get to the episode. Thank y'all so much. Don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button for me so we can get these numbers up, guys. And thank y'all so much for listening. And I love the feedback, guys, so y'all be sure to keep that up. All right, guys, thank y'all so much. Welcome, everybody, to the Hounds Tales podcast. This is your home for field trialing and deer dog hunting. It'll be stories and discussions on the world of dog hunting. So let's drop the gate, cast your hounds, and get ready for another episode of the Hounds Tales podcast. When it's time to get ready for a field trial, deer season, or any other reason that you need to load up that dog box, and you're in need of dog hunting supplies, look no further than Outdoor Dog Supply. Outdoor Dog Supply is the leader in online Garmin sales, as well as the leader in Garmin and Tritronics trade-in programs. From GPS system to dog training aids to vitamins and supplements and everything in between, put your trust in Outdoor Dog Supply. Super fast delivery, superior customer service, and a dedication to our sport. We are proud to partner with Outdoor Dog Supply and can't thank them enough for everything that they do for our sport. Visit their website today at OutdoorDogSupply.com or shoot them a call at 757-482-1000 for any of your hound hunting needs. Thank you, Outdoor Dog Supply. Welcome, everybody, to the Hounds Tales podcast. Tonight, I'm joined by a good friend of mine, Mr. Dustin Morris, or either way, most everybody knows him as Demo. How you doing tonight, brother?
Hey, doing fine, James. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. I know we were kind of chit-chatting a little bit before we got started talking about the first day of gun season. I'm definitely glad that's in. Y'all have a pretty good first day?
Fair. We didn't kill many, but we had a good time anyway. Everybody went home safe, so that's the main thing.
That's it. Thank God that rain came in Thursday. I would have been a miserable first day if we didn't get that.
Yeah. It was. We got right muddy though. I was out there this morning pressure washing my truck. That's how muddy it was. But
I know.
Other than that, it was good.
That's good. So before we get rolling into too much of that, man, kind of just give us a little introduction. Kind of who you are, where you're from, how long you've been a houndsman, man.
All right. My name is Dustin Morris. I own and operate the Pooles Foxhound Training Preserve. I've been a houndsman since I was 16 years old, so I don't know, close to 25 years or so.
Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. So you weren't one of the ones that were born into it.
No, no. I messed with dogs. I've never, owned dogs till, I was about 16 or so.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
hmm
So who got you into them then? Who got you started?
Um, that should be an easy question. But my grandpa Billy Poole, he paved the way for me, and
Yep.
put me in the shoes I'm in now, and appreciate everything he's done for me.
Yep. Yep. That's a if you're gonna have an influence on dogs and in the sport, that's definitely the one to have it.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's definitely taught me everything about it.
That's right. That's right. Now, what about your dad? What about Eddie? How did he get
Yeah,
involved?
he's got dogs. He's I don't know, years after I did, he got some dogs. Actually got some puppies from Rick and Larry Webb off of the Webb's Deuce dog, and had some real good luck with them. And we've still got raising dogs off of him now. So
I
got
got
some good stock dogs.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
hmm
And what is your kennel name? I never remember the name of it.
It's Bottom Line Kennels.
Bottom Line Kennels. Now, where did you get that name
Yeah,
from?
the Stone Cold
Okay.
Steve Austin back in the day. Yeah, he used to watch wrestling, and he was the bottom
Yep, and
line. So
that's the bottom
that's
line.
that's how it coming back.
I like that. I like that. I
hmm
never would have guessed that. That's awesome.
Yep, yep.
He was always we were always we were Sting. We always liked Sting when we were watching wrestling
Oh
back
yeah,
in the day.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Of course, everybody around here was always the I was always the weirdo. I liked the off the wall guys. I like Sting and Jeff Gordon when everybody around here liked Dale Earnhardt and Stone Cold.
Yep, that's right.
Now, oh man, so let's kind of get into the dogs a little bit to start, man.
hmm
We talked about like we're bull driving around. I think mainly your biggest passion, and now correct me if I'm wrong. This is just kind of word through the grapevine kind of stuff. I think your biggest passion in these dogs is probably the deer woods, correct?
Yes, sir.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. I used to run in the field trials. I don't know about 2006 to I don't know 2012. I ran in the field trials and made a few champions and stuff, and been there, done that. But just I love and work all year round to be able to deer hunt. Bust my tail working and keeping this pen straight to be able to run these dogs. So
That's right. That's right. About how many head you got over there now?
oh shoot, I'd say I don't know. I got close to 30. My dad's I think's got 6 there.
Okay.
So around 36 we got.
Very nice.
hmm
I meant to go down and visit them. The new lots down there. Everybody's
hmm
talking and ranting and raving about how nice of a setup y'all got down
hmm
there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I believe what Tommy Askew from Carolina, he built them pens. He
Okay.
done an excellent job with them too.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
Very nice.
hmm
So y'all said you had a pretty good opening day. Did y'all end up? I can't remember. Did y'all end up getting anything?
No,
No.
no,
No.
no, sure didn't. But they shot, they shot. But in our Greensville County, we can't shoot does, till
Right.
next Saturday. But everybody had a good time, and that's all that matters.
That's
Got all
right.
the dogs up, but
That's right.
anyway, we'll get them. We'll get them tomorrow.
How many names go on the wall of shame for misses?
We didn't have a 3 first day
That we know of.
that we know of. But
That would be the problem in my club. We would there'd be a
yeah,
lot of shooting going on with no names behind them.
oh, I know it. Yeah, it's in every club. We try to go by the rules halfway at least.
That's right. That's right. Now, do y'all's club? Do y'all have a horn rule or a size limit or anything like that?
No, not really. But we don't. we we say don't shoot the little ones, but mainly, doe days we try to don't, we
Yeah.
don't, shoot no little ones or nothing.
Right. Yeah, I know.
But we don't have any a buck rule or nothing. But
I got you. Kind of a rule of thumb kind of thing.
yes, sir.
I got you. Yeah, I know a lot of clubs. I always like hearing how different clubs operate. We are, the club that I'm in, we are very much just a meat dogs. If it comes out and it's got horns on it, it ain't standing a chance.
Yeah, that's kind of how we are here too. Just we got mainly cutovers that ain't no field, so it's when you see them, you better you shoot them. You ain't gonna see them. A dozen times.
Right.
It's tight shooting.
Yeah, that's right. I like that kind of hunting anyway. That open field stuff. I mean, it's all right, but I like them tight quarters, and you got to know where you're at and be ready to pull the trigger fast, kind of deal.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about y'all's area, but man, almost all of our stuff's been cut in the past 5 or 6 years. It's nothing but daggone high cutovers and flat grounds around everything we got.
Yep. Just like all our land we rent is, timber company owned, so they stay on it, which they just finished up last week, a big block right on the river where we hunt, and it's going to be bad for us this year. I've already had to go last night to get dogs across the river from, they just blow right through our land and go on the other side of the river. So,
yeah.
But anyway.
How many acres do y'all hunt?
We rent, I don't know, about 4,500 acres.
That's pretty good. That's a good size.
Yeah, and it's mostly all in one block too, so we can, no tar roads, no, it's kind of dog hunter's paradise, really.
I was going to say, I need to come down there.
Yeah. We can make a dog out here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to come guest hunting with you one day and see what y'all got going on.
Yeah, ask old Peyton.
Yeah.
Peyton knows, she knows all about it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh man, so I see you starting to enter into some hunts and stuff here lately. I know. Think you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I ran 6 Derby dogs in it.
Okay.
And place 1 in Speed and Drive.
Very nice.
And
so you looking to get back into the field trial a little bit more now, or what's your idea?
No, I really ran that hunt because my son wanted to do it, wanted to put some in it, and I was kind of burned out on judging for the year.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, it was the last time I ran that hunt was 13 years ago. I made my first field champion at the Southern Classic.
No kidding.
Yep. So I said, look, and I always, Mike Hearn was president,
right?
And I always,
yep,
he helped me judge, so I always return the favor. So
that's right. And which dog did you make a champion down there?
Her name was Belle, Bottom Line Belle.
Okay.
She was off of East Coast Hollywood and Pure Country Lexus.
Gotcha. And well, Hollywood dogs were strong.
Yes, sir.
Those, when they were really in their prime, those Hollywood dogs, that was a little before the time I got into the sport. But man, that's all I ever heard about was you had your Hollywood dog, you had something.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was 3 of the litters, made a field, a duel, and a bench champion out that litter.
Okay.
So it was a good cross.
Daggone right.
Mm-hmm.
How old is your son now?
He's 5.
5. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's old enough to get you in trouble wanting you to do things for him.
Oh yeah, we've coaching soccer, T-ball this year, so having a good time.
Yeah, I seen the pictures on Facebook. Like he was keeping y'all busy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I didn't get to hunt much this year, but we had a good time.
Hey, that's what it's all about. He'll get a little older and he'll realize that them ball sports are for the birds.
Oh yeah, yeah. It'd be playing travel ball for long. I know it.
Yeah. That's right. The Hounds podcast is proud to partner with Cajun Lights, who have jumped on board to support the field trialing community. Do you have nighttime field trials? Pleasure running at night? When you need to catch that next crossing at night, put your trust in Cajun Lights. Cajun Lights is a made-in-America product out of North Carolina who has been in business for over 25 years. These are cap-style and bucket hat headlamps to free up that extra hand for your voice recorder or your GPS. Whether it's the Cajun Micro Gator for those late-night feeds, the cost-efficient Cajun Bayou for pleasure running, or the top-level Cajun Blinder for field trials, never miss a thing with these amazing lights. All the lights come with a 2-year warranty and a lifetime labor warranty. These guys are excited to get into our sport, ladies and gentlemen, so be sure, if you see me at Hunt, come ask me about them. I'll have one of each style on hand ready to show you. You can visit their website at CajunLights.com, and their phone number is 888-773-3080. Thank you, Cajun Lights, for coming on board with the Hounds Tales podcast. Now let's get back to the show. Oh, man. So do you think you'll be running a few more next year? Or is that kind of up
to him? Yeah, don't really. It was fun, Yeah. I enjoyed it. But I don't know. I'd rather know what's going on inside,
That's right. And I think that was something, I think Billy was like that a lot too, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like the first day, that morning I was like, man, I want to go in there.
Right.
Right. Like I got to see what's going on. I'm, just used to doing it.
Yep. Yep. That's one thing I give you credit, man. Every hunt I'm down there, there's no lack of involvement by you. That's for sure.
No, I'm gonna be there.
Yep. You may be late, but you're gonna be there.
Yep. Hey, I'm giving about 2 of them a year.
That's right.
2, and I think you was there that one.
I was.
Yeah. About 2 a year. Yeah.
I couldn't let you live that down.
Yeah, I know it.
So, talking about your boy a little bit still, how it looks like he's catching on to these dogs pretty good. He seems to love being around them.
Yeah, we got he took them dog treats this evening. Daddy, we got to go over there and give them dog bones. So
no.
They got, I bleached the numbers on them hunting season. He's already got them memorized on the dogs and their names and stuff. So he's getting there. But yep.
I was gonna say it ain't very often that I've been to a bench show down there and not seen him at least down there trying to. If he don't swindle a dog to show, he's gonna be in the child handling class.
Yeah.
I love it.
And on that note, we're gonna miss Angie McGinnis, from helping with the kids, all the raffles, every hunt. She spends a lot of money and time, on the kids.
Yeah.
Every hunt she does, so we're gonna miss her.
Yeah, absolutely. That was definitely an honor. I think that was their last hunt the weekend, wasn't it?
Yep. Her and Bobby, they done a lot for this, for us. So
absolutely.
We're gonna miss her, but she says she's gonna come back and help with some hunts. So we'll see.
Well, good. Yeah, that was definitely an honor to be at their last hunt. Like you said, they've been ever since I've gotten into the sport. They're there, and whenever they're involved, man, the stuff for the kids is just out of this world.
Oh yeah, and that's it's the future of our sport. The kids. So.
That's right. Absolutely. So let's kind of move into the training preserve a little bit, man. Let's talk about your involvement with it. How long have you been really directly in line with the involved with the pen?
I was about 17 years old.
Okay.
I started working, driving. I lived in Carson, Virginia.
Okay.
When I went to Prince George High School, and I moved, been here, my whole life, but that's where I went to school.
Gotcha.
But I let me see, just started working, worked there, and just stayed with it
I gotcha.
and, loved it. And I went to Richard Bland for a semester, and that that wasn't me.
Right.
I just knew it, and then just said, I loved it. Got dogs and had my first pack, and I said,
this is it.
Just kept on.
This is it. That's awesome. That's awesome. So when was that? I may be jumping a little bit here. Had to think about it. When was that pen actually built?
It was early 90s. I think the first hunt was 92, 93, I believe.
Okay. All right. So
but
we're 31 years old then.
Yep. But it took them like 3 years to get it built.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a lot of work.
Yep. Yep.
So when did, we'll get back to your involvement on the pen and stuff like that. When did, obviously Mr. Poole run it for a very long time, and we'll talk about him here a lot here in just a little bit. But, when did that transition of kind of getting you more directly involved with it, kind of taking the reins of things a little bit more, and how did that kind of transition happen?
Well, I don't know. It was around 2012, I believe, when my mom and me kind of took the business paperwork and handled everything, computers, and we kind of took that over. It was tough times. It was, Mom was the president, and, everything was terrible. I think the first year we took over, I think we had 30-some dogs at some of them hunts that summer.
Wow.
And it was devastating,
wow.
Because we didn't know, what to do.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Man.
But, and then, I don't know, it was 2015, my mother, she passed away. She had cancer, and
sorry to hear that.
Yeah. But me and my wife, my dad and sister, and we're keeping it going. So
absolutely.
Steady going.
Absolutely. Now, you said 2012. That was kind of when Mr. Poole kind of started taking a little bit of a back seat to things.
Yeah, kind of. We made all the decisions, kind of.
Gotcha.
What was going on, and
I gotcha. Very nice. Now I'll tell you.
But he was.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
No.
I said he would still tell you how he felt. He was he was gonna still tell you what to do.
That's right.
But we listened. We listened to him because he's experienced it.
Right.
But
yeah, I would say that's where the experience is, man.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that's where the experience is for sure. So. That pen, that is your full-time job, and correct me if I'm wrong there, but that's that's everything that you got,
that's
right?
It. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I'll tell you, I haven't been to every pen. I ain't been to a whole lot of pens, but I ain't gonna lie to you. You keep one of the nicest facilities that I've ever been to, especially for the amount of that it's being ran. What is some of your biggest focus from each week, week to week, on trying to keep up with everything? Where do you really have to set your focus on?
Oh, mainly the fence line.
Mm-hmm.
The hot wire. We got 4 strands of hot wire, 2 on the inside, and we got a bare wire on the back and a bare wire around the whole top. To keep the predators out,
right?
That we have to keep carrying on.
Yeah.
So that's enough in itself.
Oh,
and then
sure.
Summertime we got spray the fence line, and it's a lot to it, buddy.
Yeah.
What some people don't know, but
Right.
They just think you come on Saturdays and you get you get all this getting this, and there's more to it.
Yeah. Right. I was gonna say, I know there's been many times I've called or texted you, and during the week or something like that, and you were in the pen doing something. You got something going on in there.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And sometimes some people sorry I don't get back to them. It's just a lot on it working at the place,
That's right.
during the week but
How about the roads? Y'all got some of the best roads that I've
hmm
ever seen.
hmm
Hell, when I had a little car, I had a little Subaru. I come earlier this year and judged a hunt in my little Subaru car. I was not afraid to take it
Yep.
in there. I mean, knowing daggone
Yeah.
well I'd be perfectly fine to get away. What's some of the
Yeah.
upkeep on the roads? Like, is that, now that you've got a good base on all the roads, is that pretty easy, or is that something you got to go in with a dozer every now and then?
Yeah, no, it's made the roads the Millens have,
Yep.
but before we had the Millens, me and Grandpa would have to go like all summer and haul sand and dirt at the rock pile, and haul it in these holes,
Right.
because after the time it washes away. But the Millens have really, made the roads, but we still spend a lot of money on the rock. I had to buy a couple loads this year, $1,000 load of rock to fill on some of these hills, because it kept washing. The millets wouldn't hold it.
That's
So,
right. That's right.
but
Especially these
I
crazy
stay on top of it.
downpours we've been getting this year.
Oh God, I know it. It either rains or it don't it?
That's it. It's either a freaking
Yeah.
monsoon or dry.
Yeah.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Did y'all have any fence trouble with all those big rains?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
figured
did.
you did.
Yeah. Well, the one we had in January.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. That was bad.
Yeah, that got
Real bad.
That got down back there behind the back fence, right near the river.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. But we the fence, ain't no fox got out or nothing. We had it, secured when the water got down, but still we had to hurry up and get it fixed.
That's right.
It was a little washout, but not too bad.
Nothing too crazy.
No.
Yeah, I preach it all the time, man. I know these pen owners get some recognition, but man, I don't think y'all get the recognition y'all deserve. Like you said,
Yeah.
it's a full-time job all in itself.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'd want that undertaking on trying to maintain it, especially one the size that y'all got.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot to think about. My mind's always running, thinking about,
I'm sure.
all the time.
I'm sure.
All the time.
We're going to take a quick second here and interrupt this episode and let you all know about our friends over at Southern Hound Hunting Magazine. Do you enjoy reading stories from houndsmen across the country? Diving into real-life experiences out there in the woods with working hounds of every kind. Deer dogging, bear dogging, hog dogging, small game dogging, you name it, the Southern Hound Hunting Magazine has it. And it's bringing it to you page after page while also spreading a positive image of this beautiful sport that we all love. Be sure to sign up today, and for just $15 a year, you can have quarterly magazines filled with nothing but dog hunting sent right to your door. Check them out today at southernhoundhunting.com and get in the hunt. Let's get back to the episode. So, let's kind of talk about the history of the pen. We talked about it was born, made in the early 90s, 92, 93, somewhere around in there. And how was it? Has it ever changed sizes? Like, was it always that big, or has there been some transformations along the way?
Yep, no, everything's been the same. The only thing they used to, when we first built them acclimation pins in the front, that used to be the big pen. Instead of going behind the campers,
right?
They would open that big gate and they go in them puppy pens right there.
Okay, I gotcha.
And that would be, one big pen right there. And
right.
A lot of dogs, said they would get over there and wouldn't get scored. This was, early, but I can't remember when we built them 2 acclimation pens, but
gotcha.
That's really the only change with the fence wise.
Gotcha.
But.
And that used to didn't y'all used to break puppies up there or somewhere up around that area?
Yeah, we used to, but we haven't done that in years.
I got you. I thought that was
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that was that was some of the older school stuff that used to happen up there. That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
Yeah.
Man, so what about all the buildings and stuff like that? You know, that's one of the things that's always interests me. You know, you can tell, you know, like the red pen, like the red kennels up there. You know, I think those are the first ones that were up there, right?
Yes, sir. They were actually the original, you know, where they used to put the hunt club dogs at. And then at the field trials, they put them in there. And then years ago, they built the long kennels, you know, where mostly everybody puts their dogs at, and then added on the other kennel over there.
Gotcha. When was the upper kennels built?
I don't remember. I'd say, shoot.
I didn't know if you knew off the top of your head or not.
No, I don't. I don't know when they were born. I'd say 2000s. I don't know.
Okay, I got you.
Exactly.
I got you. Been up there for a little bit then.
Yeah. And I believe, I think David Bailey put them up.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Grandpa used to done a lot of, you know, business with him.
Yeah,
Good friends with it.
Hey, that's where it counts.
Yeah.
Now, what about the main building? You know, where everybody's at and where the rewards and all that stuff. And when was that all put up? Was that at the same time?
Yeah. No, the where the hunt club inside where the kitchen and everything is, that was built first. And I think a year or two after that, they had the, you know, the big carport would do the trophies.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, at least 10 years after that, that's when he finally enclosed, you know, put heat and air conditioning, everything in that building.
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha.
But that's really made it nice.
Yeah, dang all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't hardly know what to think anymore when you got to go somewhere and stand outside in the cold, wet, and rain and try to get the awards done and stuff.
Oh, Lord. I know it. Couldn't imagine doing that.
No, not at all. Not at all. No, it ain't that bad, but it's definitely nice being inside and being in a climate control.
Oh, yeah.
I know when COVID hit and they had to switch to everything being outside and couldn't do it inside, that was weird.
Yeah, it was. Hey, that was the only way we could have hunts. I didn't care where we stood at.
That's right. Know? That's right.
We had to lose a couple 3-day hunts that year, man. That was tough.
I thought it was. I thought there was a few that weren't able to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we lost it during Tidewater or something, you know, big hunt that year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man. But it's so funny too, you know, just talking on that time, it seemed like, I mean, you tell me if I'm wrong, but it seemed like field trialing picked up a whole lot around there that time because that's just what people could go do.
Yeah. And I tell you, it's more younger guys, women, and, you know, a bunch of children now than, you know, as I've ever seen, because week to week it's new faces. You don't, you know, just it's, you know, it's awesome.
Yep.
I'd like to know everybody, but, you know, it's a lot of new younger folks, so that's what it takes.
I'm terrible about that, man. It takes me forever to learn somebody's name.
Yep. I know it.
It takes me forever. I'm terrible about that. So what's kind of some of is there anything else that you're looking at? I know y'all have added you kind of added on and done the foxhole up there. You know, that's been probably the most recent thing that's been added on and done. You know, what else are you looking to add on up there? Is there anything else that you're looking to do?
Oh, that is a good question.
I know I kind of threw that one on you a little bit.
Yeah. No, not right offhand.
I got you.
Well, I do have the backside. I did get it concreted a couple months ago. I'm gonna close the whole building in.
Okay.
Up there where at the foxhole and shed.
Yeah,
I'm gonna close it all. You know, make the store bigger and have some more room for the dog food.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's what we're gonna start at the beginning of the year anyway.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And what all, and this is a good time to do a shameless plug here. Go. What all do y'all got in the foxhole, man? What kind of hours of operation and all that kind of stuff you got working up there?
Well, usually anytime during the week or on the weekends, we're open on usually every field trials, on Saturdays.
Mm-hmm.
But don't have set times during the week, but mostly everybody
I got you.
Calls or texts. Yeah, I'm usually around, but it's going to be after dark now since hunting season started. But just starting that out there.
That's right.
Yeah. You're gonna be waiting.
Yeah,
you're gonna be waiting. Yeah.
Better have your shit together.
Yeah. I'll be there after dark though.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, man, let's kind of talk on Mr. Poole here, man. I didn't get to know him a whole lot before he passed away, but I know the few times I did get to meet and talk to him, and man, I'll tell you, he was just as nice of a person you ever wanted to meet.
Yeah. He's the only one of them in this world, I can tell you.
Yeah.
He was something.
If you could describe him in one word or one phrase, man, what do you think it would be?
I
know
I don't know.
That's tough.
Well, he's Hall of Famer. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, which he is. He's a man.
Yep. I think I was thinking about it today myself, and the dozen or so times that I got to meet him, I think the word that stood out to me was humble.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'll never forget my first time that I was up there and met him. I was with daggone it, who was I with? Daggone it, why am I brain farting here? Dennis Scott. I was with Dennis Scott. And we were sitting up there and sitting behind the upper bathrooms and sitting there listening to the running, and I hear squeak, 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 squeak coming up behind us. I'm like, what in the world? And I turn around, and there's an older guy in this beat up old Chevy pickup that looked like it ain't seen the highway in 20 years.
Yeah.
And just come up to us and talk to us just like we had known each other for our whole life. And when he pulled off, Dennis was like, that's Mr. Billy Poole, don't you? I'm like, nope, never met him in my life, but I never would have guessed it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's never met a stranger. I mean, I used to take him to his doctor's appointments and dialysis appointments and stuff, and he would just cut up with everybody, having a good time. That's the kind of person he was,
Right. I love it. So what was his, you probably know better than anybody, what was the whole reasoning behind building the pen? What made him just up and say one day, let's just build a 800-acre pen?
Well, he used to outside hunt a lot, right across the river here. They run him and Joe Lewis and Monk Ride out, and they had a bunch of them, and he liked to outside hunt, and I don't know, he got the idea, let's fence this land in and see what we can do. See if we can get some fox and see how it would work. And I think he did everybody doubted him. I think, he changed the game on everything.
I believe so.
Yeah. I do
believe so.
But
that's awesome. So what was that land? What was that his land from the get-go? Was that?
No, he fought and clawed and bought land from guys, and he had to end up trading farms to sell land to get that piece. So he's a wheeler and dealer, and he got it done.
Wow.
Yep.
I always wondered, that's a huge block of land to just have sitting around. I always wondered how that kind of worked.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he had a lot of variables in it, but he finally got what he needed to make it. So
that's right. So who was some of the, and I'm kind of throwing this one on you, you know, who was some of the biggest help with building the pen? There's always people that stick out when a pen gets built. It's to me, you know, it seems like, and you may not know the answer to this question, but who do you?
Yeah, he had black guy's name was Franklin Hill. They called him Whistle. He was a black, you know, older fella,
Mm-hmm.
and he was there, and he had 3 or 4, you know, guys, and finally took time, and he, you know, kind of pieced in his help. You know, it's hard to find anybody, but
That's right.
that's how we got it done.
That's right. I like it. I like it. So, do you think he imagined it would ever get as big and as important in the fox hunting world?
No. Well, I think he knew early when they had them Virginia State hunts. They had, you know, 900 and some dogs. I think he was on to something.
Right.
You know, back when you can run as many as you want.
Right.
You know,
Right.
dog wise, you know.
Man, I wish I could have seen those days.
Yeah.
I bet that was insane.
Yeah.
How many dogs in there?
Yeah, I was a small child, and I do remember a couple of casts, but that was a long time ago.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't reckon you could use kennels doing that. You probably had to drive a lot of the trucks and stuff in there and jump them out of trucks.
Yeah. I don't know. Some of the older timers might know. I before my time on what they did.
Gotcha. I didn't know how
But
good you remembered it or not.
Yeah, but I do believe I remember they had to walk the dogs out each day on the leash.
Yeah.
Each, you know, at Virginia State. So they had like 700-800 dogs they had to walk each day for casts.
Yeah. I bet the way we do roll call now, you couldn't do it like that with that.
No.
God,
No, you could. And can you imagine after that having to sit in a computer room all day and doing that?
No.
You wouldn't. I wouldn't either.
Shoot, back then it probably was a lot of it by hand too, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the only way they did it. Yep. That was it. They broke in 2 different rooms, you know, Derby.
Yeah.
Went in one room, all age went in the other room, and broke it all up.
I know I've heard the horror stories about them 2 9-hour hunts. 2-day 9-hour hunts, man. More power to it. I've had several people mention, man, you ought to try to see if you can't get somebody to bring them hunts back. I was like, I'm not being any part of that.
Come on. But the 5-hour hunt too much for you or what?
5 hours, I love a 5-hour hunt. 9-hour hunt is when 9-hour hunt.
Yeah, I know.
You're glutton for punishment.
Yeah, I know it. I know.
What'd they say? Because, I mean, heck, I know early, well, I think even with the computers, they were talking that, what was it? You'd get done about 6 o'clock in the morning is when the end of the hunt would be.
Yeah.
And they'd finally get done and have scores posted at like 5 or 6 that evening.
Yeah.
No.
Can you imagine?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, not me. Not me. So, you know, a little bit more about Mr. Poole here. You know, he's definitely, like you said, he's a legend, Hall of Famer. You know, he's definitely got a legacy. And it's, I mean, you're the face. You're the face of Pooles now. You know, whether you know that or not, I'm sure you do. You know, but you're very much a humble person, just like he was. And you know, it's kind of been put on you. You know, it's been it's kind of your job to carry that legacy, carry his name, the pen's name, your name, make a name for yourself. You know, I know y'all have had the Billy Poole Memorial Hunt. You know, is there any other ways that you'd like to really be able to honor the man and kind of carry on his legacy?
Well, yeah, like I said, we had a 2-day hunt. I just keep the pen going. That's how we're going to honor him. You know, that's what he wants. So we're going to keep the doors open and fight and claw to keep it going.
That's right. I like it. And you do a heck of a job at it, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yep. That's definitely that place has got a special place for me for sure, and it'll be one I'll make sure I'm at least at a few hunts down there every year. That's for daggone sure.
Yes, sir.
So I know you gotta have a favorite story or two about him. You know, what's one of your favorite stories that stick out about Mr. Poole?
Oh, let me see. Which I know a bunch of people, but every time I go up to the front, it's not really a story, but it's kind of a saying. Every time I, come by the front and they said, I don't hear them, don't hear none running. They're running. I said, no, they're they're running in the back, old boy.
Yeah.
Like he used to always say. That's one of his favorite sayings,
Running in the back.
It's always, and that's usually where they're at now,
Yeah.
But
that's the God's honest truth.
Yeah. Even if it was quiet in the whole pen, they'd be running in the back. That's what that's what he would say.
What you say? Ain't a dog barked in 30 minutes, but they're still running in the back.
I mean, we had some rough when we cut all them cutovers. It was tough.
Yeah.
But we got plenty of cover, and that's what it takes now.
And I know that had to be really difficult to fight through. When there was those kind of times.
Yeah.
But it's really awesome that y'all are able to, because I mean stuff like that sometimes pens don't survive those kind of things.
Oh, I know it. I know it. I know it. We haven't really experienced something like that, since I've been running and operating the pen. But the pen was wide open. And the game won't run if they don't have no cover.
That's right.
They just smart animals, and they just stay in the holes and won't run. I mean, just how smart they are.
I remember you talking about how smart they are, and it was at your pen.
Mm-hmm.
I seen it. I always knew Fox was smart, but I really got to see how smart a fox was down there. It was, gosh, this was probably 2 or 3 years ago now, and I come down on a pleasure run one night, and the wind was whipping. I'm one of those guys. I don't care what the conditions are. If I tell you I'm coming running, I'm coming running. So I think I was the only person in the pen that night. And I went down there and I watched, and I was listening, trying to follow dogs around the best I could. Dogs were up and down running all night. Just like you said, it was the wind had them buried down. They just would not run. But they finally got on one. This fox come out and he hit the road, and it was dry too. So the fox hit the road and ran up the road, and the fox was bouncing from side to side on the road and kicking up dust. I was watching him take, and every bounce he would take, he would shuffle his feet and make dust fly up in the air, and just blow his scent up in that dust and out and everywhere. When the dogs hit the road, it had them so messed up they just quit on it. Completely quit. I was like, man, that is insane how smart them things are.
Yeah, they're smart. I'll tell you.
That's for daggone sure.
Especially, keep the hot wire, try to keep that, because if not, they'll get out.
Yeah.
They're smart, just what they are.
Absolutely. So, let's talk about the future of the pen, and I will say, talking before we move on to that, I want to make a mention. Like you said, there was a year or two that the running was tough. It was tough down there. And I want to give you mad props. Major pat on the back. The pen is running so good right now. And it's been a 360 turn. You can't ask for better than this kind of stuff. So whatever you're done, just keep on digging and keep on doing it, because it's working, brother.
Yes, sir. I really appreciate that.
Yep. It is absolutely running its tail off. So, the future of the pen, what's some of your ideas for the future? What's some of the goals that you have in mind for the pen? Is there something that you kind of have in mind that you want to see happen, do, or is it just a kind of a, what's some of your ideas behind it?
Well, mainly, want to keep the doors open. I want to, keep having to hunt, try to have one big 3-day hunt every, couple years, like the Masters or, something
Right.
USA like we've had in the past. But
Yep.
mainly just keep going, but haven't really thought, about the future. I just want to keep, what we got going in the present and try to keep it going for my son, down the road, and
I like that.
hopefully, let him, because I know he loves a dog, so I know I can get it, if I can get him to, start working, we'll be fine.
He got a few years before he has to worry about that.
Yeah, I know it, man. I'm ready for him now, though.
I'm sure you are.
Yeah.
I'm sure you are. Well, you made a good mention there. You've had some big hunts there. Is there a hunt that you want to see come back, or a hunt that hasn't been there yet that you would like to see come?
No, not right off hand. I mean, I don't know if you can get bigger than the USO or the Masters, maybe the All-American, but that's tough time of the year when they want to hold it. And,
that's true.
Yeah, it's just,
a
little
early.
Tough time of the year. Yeah, we need to be thick for that time, for them hunt like that.
Right. If they trade off for the Tidewater weekend or the Dismal weekend, that'd be it right there.
Oh man, good Lord have mercy. They wouldn't. That'd be a good one.
You'd have some hurt dogs in that fourth day. I can tell you that.
I know
it.
I love it. But yeah, no, the hunts we got now, man, we got some excellent hunts. And all the board, presidents, board members, and Judge, we ever since y'all started the podcast, we've had more people interested in wanting to judge. How can I judge? And
awesome.
And I think it's y'all getting the word out, and you and Peyton and John Monar too. Really talking about the judges. I mean, it's helped.
Awesome.
And I appreciate that for you.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the kind words, man. That's
yes,
awesome.
Sir.
I like hearing that it's actually made a little bit of difference.
Yeah, I think it has.
Awesome, man. Yeah.
But
and that's such a huge thing, I think this year, I've noticed it more than anything. Maybe like you're saying, I go to a lot of these hunts, and there's guys I've never seen before or heard before, and they're in there trying their best or learning and doing those kind of things,
Yeah.
I know the first couple of years when I was getting into it, man, you show up to, especially a 3-day, show up to a 3-day, and there may have been 1 or 2 judges under the age of 60 in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I was like, God, where's the generations at? Like, where is everybody?
Yep.
Yep. And it's good to finally see some younger faces getting in there and getting in the mix for sure.
Yeah. We got to have it, and you can't get the same group, every hunt, because it's working. A lot of them's got to take off work, and it's tough getting judges. It's tough.
It is. And it's tough work too.
Oh yeah.
It's tough work.
Bad. Hey, I think I like it better than running, man. I might be an old judge now. Phil Tyler might be at the door for he gets older. So
That's
we'll
right.
See.
That's right. Well, I've joked about it before. I'm like, sometimes when you judge, at least when you're done with it, when you're done with that day, you can go back to the house, back to the hotel.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah.
You can go back and chill and relax. You got dogs. You got to tend to them daggone suckers.
Yeah. I tell you.
Whew.
Yeah, let me tell you what. I was kennel beside Bucky Jones at the 3-day.
Yep.
And Missy on the other side, and all of them were, working on them, and I ain't used to none of that. I let them sleep. That's all I did,
Right.
That's just it's a new school field trialing now.
Right.
Everybody's it's more rubbing them down.
Yep.
It's a new era now.
Yep, that's right. I was actually talking to one of the judges. I forgot who I was. I had that conversation with them And, you know, it's so much that we do for the dogs. And me and MJ have had that conversation before. It's like, we're doing all this, getting them supplements and vitamins and stuff like that. And it's like, are we actually helping the dogs, or is that, are we making our minds easier that we've done something to help them?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, I tell you this, the competition is, you know, stiffer now than it's ever been, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody's kind of running the same kind of bloodline dogs, you know. It's
right.
That's why all of them are, you know, kind of same, you know, most of them on the same level.
That's right.
Competition-wise, anyway.
And, you know, the more and more people I talk to, the more and more I hear that. You know, a lot of the guys back, you know, in the day, they were talking about, you know, if you showed up with a dog that was in shape, you've beat 50, 60% of the field.
Yeah.
And now it ain't like that. Now most of these dogs are able to run the time. You just got to outclass them now.
Oh,
yeah.
I know.
It ain't quite as easy no more. I'm not saying it was easy back in the day, but you know, you still had your 50% that you still had to beat. But man,
I know.
Everybody's tough now.
I know it. But that's, you know, it's good. That's what they're there for.
That's
you know.
Right. That's right.
They're there for the competition, so.
I love it. I love it. So we're getting close to the end of this thing, brother. I know I always do a closing topic, and you know, you kind of me and you talked about it before, and there was something you wanted to kind of bring up here. So I kind of let you take the reins on it, and you know, talk about this judging idea, this judging class. You know, kind of roll with the judging thing.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mentioned to you a couple times, but if, you know, new guys want to get in, you know, and want to learn how to judge, you know, I was thinking about having like you know, getting some kind of couple, 3 or 4, you know, experienced judges and having like some kind of class and, you know, show them, go in the pen, turn some dogs out and go in there and judge them. Mm-hmm. You know, take a couple people with you and go in there and, you know, see what they're doing, you know. What is a loafing dog? What is a, you know.
Right.
But, you know, a lot of people, they don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much, you know.
Yeah. And there's a lot of rules in the rule book that are very open to interpretation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You know.
Exactly right.
And I love the idea. I absolutely love the idea. And I think it would be a big success, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, if you go do the course, you know, get through it. But
right.
Just something I've been thinking about.
Yeah.
What we can do to, you know, get more judges, you know, or want to be interested in, even if they don't want to judge, when they go in there and learn how to judge, you know, you can have somebody, you know.
Right.
But that's the future.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, it brings up a good point, too, you know, with a lot of judges that are just starting. It's like, and I know when I first started judging, it took me a few hunts to really get the nerve up to make calls on dogs.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't want to ruin somebody's day or give somebody more than what they truly deserved. You know, you really had to kind of feel it out and ask questions and that kind of stuff. And I think, like you're talking, I think if you put, you know, guys, you know, through a training kind of, pretty much what it would be, like a training program, it would really kind of help that and give these guys the confidence to go into the hunts and not just score just on speed and drive, you know?
Yeah.
They'd be willing to go out there, look for a hunt and score, or scratch a dog for failure to hark, or backtracking or something like that, you know?
Yeah. I mean, anything.
Right.
Babbling or trailing. I mean, I know it's tough to give a trailing score, but if you go in that front booker cutover now, you can get one. You just got to know what you're looking at.
That's it.
But
that's where I got one of mine. That was in that booker cutover.
Oh yeah.
One of the prettiest things I ever seen too. I'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
God, that was pretty watching.
Yeah, and that block ain't gonna do nothing but get like the emu in the next couple of years.
I know it.
I know it. I'm about ready for it.
Yeah, you ain't gonna have to give them the Billy Poole, and you ain't gonna have to tell them it's running in the back.
No, they'll hear it.
Yeah.
They'll hear it. Yeah.
It actually ran up there. You know, I didn't judge the first day, but from what I heard, it ran up there pretty good the first day, didn't it? At
Yeah.
the Southern
Yeah.
Classic.
Yep.
That's
Yep. I was actually working at the Foxhole that day, and I was out there listening to them. So, yeah, we got to work. Got to do it all, buddy.
Damn
but
it,
yeah,
no. Can't even enjoy a hunt. You got to work while you're hunting.
no, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. But no, we had it covered. So
Yeah, that's right.
Everything's good.
Well, if you ever do, get the hair and you want to get this judging thing going, man, let's make it happen. I'll be glad to help you with whatever I can do, man. I think it's a great idea, and whatever way I can help, I'll be glad to do it, help promote it, or whatever you want to do, man.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well, that'll work, bud.
Well, we're getting, like I said, we're pretty much here at the end of this thing. Is there any last minute shout outs or mentions you'd like to give before we finish up?
No. Awesome. I appreciate everybody listening, and hope to see everybody in January.
That's right.
Yep.
Well, man,
we do have a hunt in December. I'm sorry.
That's right. And that's usually the second weekend of December?
December the 8th, I think, on Sunday.
Okay. I got you.
On the hunt.
I got you. Yeah, I'll be at the Invitational, so I'll have to miss that one.
Yeah. Well, you running?
Yeah, I reckon I'm going to go down there and see if I can get smoked.
Oh, man. Last time I heard that, you won the darn hunt, so I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it.
That's why I'm going to keep talking like that. Maybe I'll do it again.
Yeah, I heard that. There you go. It worked last time.
That's right.
I heard that.
Oh, man. Well, man, I certainly do appreciate you coming on. And,
yes, sir.
And if there's anything that we can do to help, be sure to let us know. And, guys, if you ain't got to go experience Billy Poole's, if you at least ain't got to go experience a cast at Billy Poole's, that's something that'll get your heart racing. If it don't, you need to sell everything you got. That's one of the most beautiful and awesome things I've ever seen is a cast at Billy Poole's. So, Dustin, I appreciate you coming on, brother, and hope the rest of your hunting season goes good. And everybody out there listening, thank y'all so much for listening. Like always, guys, happy hunting.